It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Next on Madden NFL 25.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Luke McCaffrey, touchdown Washington. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Eric Gray to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Russ. Open man is Robinson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Austin Eckler now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Eckler on the option. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On second down, it's Daniels. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. On first down, Daniels. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. On play action, Daniels. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's Wilson. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Second and 7. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Jordan McGee there on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Open man, that's Slayton. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
This one's caught at the 4. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he will dive into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Now, this looks like a design run. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Throwing on second down. Daniel. Over the middle. He's got McLaurin. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. We don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and that will lead to a second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Daniels. Inside the 10, it is caught. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Dan. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time. So last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. Right side. Catch made by McLaurin. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. A short one taken at the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Pass pulled in by Tracy. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. A throw on the move is caught.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Wilson will throw again. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Wilson now, off the bootleg. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's first and 10. Here's a designed run. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The motion man here is McClure. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he's in! Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Gay for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination of the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. on the ground. Here's Tracy. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Receiver in motion, going right. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2nd time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Russ. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. A big one there on 3rd downs.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Washington.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take...
He is in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He gets it to go, and the Commanders go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Ray gonna return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll pick up 2. Out to the 27. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Giants.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
He runs with it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st down, Wilson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Wilson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Wilson to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On third down, here's Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. The visitors' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Commander's first down. Now Daniels. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point, and After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he will have the Commanders' first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. To the air again is Daniels. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. They'll run with Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This a potential game winner. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime.
Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out, but in overtime.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here comes 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniel. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Now Robinson. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Second and 7. Off the zone read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. Inside the 20.
Every team in the league, they work on scoop and score, and they got the scoop part right. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of lead blockers out in front of him. They were trying to get their buddy into the end zone for 6, but he's going to come up just short. But his offense now trots on the field on the doorstep of the goal line in prime position to come away with 6.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And what a turn of events here in overtime. We'll see how they play out. First and goal with a chance to win this game. Now a first throw here in overtime. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.